guys. I just wanted to talk to you today about a new system that we are going to put into place to streamline our business. I want to tell you that I have some notes here, and I'm just going to go through and just basically help you piece together exactly what to do when somebody actually signs up as a coach. From experience with my own journey and working with coaches in my downline and their coaches, it seems to be a common misstep moment as to what to do when somebody actually signs up. So my goal today is to clarify step by step a process that you can simply understand and simply duplicate from now on every single time somebody signs up on your team, and that you could also teach your coaches to duplicate when they sign people up on their team. So basically, we're going to start right at the time when somebody signs up. When they sign up, you're going to send them an email welcoming them to your team. That email should include a couple of basic things like how to set up their direct deposit, also teaching them how to sign into their back office, figure out what their coach ID is, what their business website is, and basically get acquainted with that kind of stuff. Also explaining the groups that you are adding them into on Facebook, and just welcoming them to the tribe. And then in addition, you are going to basically upload a business strategy plan that was formulated by Stacy on our team, Stacy Sullivan, and it is an amazing step-by-step process that is meant to help your new coach get started right on their health and fitness journey. So what you do is when somebody signs up, you're going to send them an email, you're going to add them to the Facebook groups, and you're going to introduce them to the team. At that point, within days of them signing up, I would even recommend a day or two, you're going to try to get something on the calendar for you and your new coach to hop on a one-on-one call, or if you're not comfortable doing the first few on your own, set up a call with you, your new coach, and your upline coach, or someone else on our team. And basically this call is so that you can pull up that business strategy plan that you sent to them in the email and go through it with them, especially the beginning parts of it. So the main initiative for this first call is to get your new coach started and committed to their own health and fitness journey. So you're basically going to go through that first step in the business strategy plan of helping them pick the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, or if it's somebody that's been a long-time challenger, you can also offer shift shop. The reason that we're choosing these programs is because they're 3-week programs. So it's a great opportunity for them to really follow a program start to finish and get great results and start implementing the vital behavior of sharing their story on social media. We're also going to basically explain that it's important that they understand that the difference between being a challenger and being a coach is that they are willing to share their journey on social media. So right when we help them select their program and get started with these products, we want them to know the importance of documenting their story on social media while they are doing it. This is also a great time for them to help them pick their personal development, which there are options listed right on the business strategy plan. After this call, we are basically going to let them fly and do this program for 21 days. In the process, I think it's important that they also know that they need to be posting in your accountability group so that you can keep track of how they're doing on the program. And at this point, you're going to just keep tabs on them, check in with them every once in a while, and then celebrate the crap out of them when they finish. One of the most important parts that comes after them finishing their 3-week program is that by sharing the journey on social media, it's going to be baby steps in the right direction of teaching them how to invite. As a tribe, we really want to drive home the importance of inviting right off the bat with our coaches, because it is the foundation of how we communicate and connect with people on a daily basis. We also want to make sure that before they start on this journey of doing their first program start to finish, that they understand the importance of tangible photos. So taking before photos and after photos, and then encouraging them before they even start that they want to send these photos to the Beachbody Challenge. This is a great opportunity for your coach to get into the habit of really desiring to help other people get great results and transformations, but also it's going to put a little skin in the game so that you ensure that they go completely all in their 3-week program. And then at that point, you're going to set up another call with that coach within days of finishing the 3-week program. And you're going to talk about a couple of really important things. You want to make sure that when you talk about these things that you keep them simple, basic, and duplicatable, so that somebody that is just getting started on their journey, they don't feel overwhelmed, but they walk away from the call understanding the importance of each of the topics. So you're just going to talk a little bit about inviting as you're going through the other part of the business strategy. On the business strategy, there's actual examples of invites. You can talk a little bit about them in more in depth with your coach. Also, you're going to introduce the idea or the goal of going Emerald and implementing the option to really talk to friends, family, warm market to start out if somebody's nervous about doing invites. And also just bridging the gap and sharing with them that going Emerald is the first really big goal as a coach in the first rank, but it can only be achieved once inviting is a regular part of their day. We're also going to mention Success Club a little bit, just the purpose of it, the incentive of it, and the goal of helping at least 3 to 5 people every single month. We want to drive this home right off the bat when our coaches are getting started. And remember, they're going to be inspired and passionate at this point because they just earned their first transformation. They completed a program and learned how to trust themselves again, which is a really, really magical time in their journey. Lastly, we're going to encourage them to do 2 other things. We're going to introduce the Success Club tracker to them. We're going to actually share our screen on this call and show them exactly what to do and how to do it each day by following the tracker. We're going to recommend that at the end of the week, they send the tracker to you, their upline coach, via email every single week. And they're going to do that for at least a month. And maybe even thereafter, depending on the person, depending on how rapidly they grow as a coach, how successful they are starting out, how confident they are. And the purpose of this is so that you can really keep tabs on what exactly they're struggling with, what they're doing, and how much time and effort they're putting into their business. Also, at this time, you're going to talk to them a little bit also about creating a why video. The first week that they send you their business tracker, you want them to include a short video to you that they can send regarding their why and why they're a coach. I encourage you to encourage them to create a why that is personal to them and something that they can emotionally attest to, something that is going to get them out of bed in the morning. This is going to be a really great first step for your new coach because they're going to really pinpoint why exactly they're here and doing this. And also, it's going to be their first video that they make. And we all know that making videos can be a little bit scary at times. So this is going to be a really great opportunity for your coach to step outside of their shell. And then you're going to also mention that you think it would be beneficial if they create a Jot form and Linktree. So a Jot form is literally just going to jotform.com and creating a form that they could upload on their Instagram bio or post in the comments of any Facebook post that they make that allows somebody to fill out a form about what they're interested about and what their goals are and so on. And then also just to create a link tree so that it looks nice and clean on their Instagram, so they have the different options for the different Jot forms that they're going to create throughout time. One of the purposes of doing this is to eliminate the new coach posting their Beachbody link right in their bio. We don't want to do that. So at this point, you're going to set your coach free again to start doing the work. You're going to keep tabs on them, stay in communication with them, and look for that email at the end of each week. And then at this point, the goal is to really encourage them to go Emerald within the first 2 months. And then after they go Emerald, obviously keeping their momentum going with the Success Club tracker. And then at this point, you're probably going to want to set up a monthly call with your coach to talk about their goals, help them reverse engineer, and go over any hesitations or questions that they have. Depending on the coach, this process may not be cookie cutter for everybody. There may be people that you see fly the nest and do everything on their own and don't really need a lot of help or assistance, but there might be somebody else that needs a lot of support and needs a lot more one-on-one calls than just one a month. So you have to be able to kind of bend and mold for what each individual coach on your team needs. And also, I think that this is a really great time to point out that this is also something that we are going to teach our coaches to duplicate to them or to their team. So it's important that we really drive in these important things right in the beginning, because we want them to get confident in doing them themselves, really start to see some success in their business and gain a confidence and Sorry guys, I got cut off there, but I just wanted to end in saying this is going to be a system that you are teaching your coaches to duplicate to their team. So you really want them to be confident and solid in doing these tasks and being committed to their business. So this is going to be a really great way for you to pinpoint who exactly is serious about their business. If it's somebody that's really honing in on that Success Club tracker, taking your calls seriously, taking your time seriously, then there's somebody that you're going to want to add to the fierce and focused group. If it's somebody that's not really emailing you, not really responding to you, then you're going to know not to spend as much of your quality time with that person. Not to say that you're not going to be a support to them and try to inspire them outside of their comfort zone, but it'll really help you decide and figure out who to spend most of your time on and who is actually really going to run with this business. And this business is really tough because it's one where there's a lot of times where people say that they're going to be all in and they're not, and you have to be able to have that solid backbone and know that it's not your fault and it doesn't have any reflection on who you are as a coach. You just have to keep plugging away and look for the people that are going to take this seriously and are going to have a vision just as big and bright as yours. So I hope this was really helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Good luck getting your coach started right. You guys are awesome.